Theaters of War is a mod that's coming up in the next Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1 and was announced at the latest CitizenCon last year by Sean Tracy, and it is going to feature action-packed missions and scenarios based on Star Citizen lores. Guys, I am really excited about this coming mode, and it is now at the hands of the Evo caddies, so it is coming really soon. People of the verse, welcome back to this channel. This is the Eradicator, and today we are going to talk about Theaters of War, and especially I have a question for you guys, and I will try to answer that question to the best of my abilities, but I really cannot wait to see what your reaction and your comments also are going to be in the comments down section. Maybe you are going to agree with me, maybe you won't agree with me, and that's totally fine. That's why I love doing this. I love it when you guys have different opinions and also bring something to the table, something to the debate. This is what makes this whole process of making videos so interesting. So today, guys, I am going to talk about why I think that Theaters of War should be free to play. So here we go. I'm gonna have 3 arguments to convince you. Let's hope that it works. So the first reason why I think that Theaters of War should be free to play is that it will keep the servers populated, which I think is really important. That was, in my opinion, one of the biggest failures of Star Marine and Arena Commander for different reasons here. Of course, we know that for Star Marine and Arena Commander, the reason why the servers were not populated is because there was a bug that prevented matchmaking from actually happening. This is something that Sean Tracy explained several times. He did explain that the problem was that every time players were trying to join a game, instead of joining a game, it was creating a new server, which resulted in tons of new servers being created, but all of those servers resulted in being empty. People were leaving, trying to find other games, which would open new servers instead of joining other games, and it was a big mess, which of course was also not very cost effective for Cloud Imperium themselves. This is something that should have been fixed, apparently, according to what I have heard from the Evo caddies who have tested Theaters of War and have talked to me. This is something that has been fixed, and matchmaking now is working properly in Theaters of War, so this is really good. So we should not be worrying about that. The reason why I think that it's important to have this as free to play and why this will keep servers populated is because eventually at some point backers are going to get bored of Theaters of War. We have seen that with Star Marine, and we have seen that with Arena Commander. No matter whether or not it was working or not, we also see that in the verse. Usually at the end of a patch cycles there are less players than at the beginning, and that is totally normal. So we should also expect some kind of Theaters of War fatigue at some point, especially given that there's only going to be one scenario. That's the likely situation, is that there's going to be only one scenario at the beginning. So if we want to always have people in the servers, which is great because this is a mode that is designed to be played with a lot of people, it is going to be much more fun. It is going to give people's daily dose of adrenaline and excitement if they are massive, you know, 15 against 15 or 20 against 20 players battles. And so, by giving it access to anybody who just has an account, a CIG account, and not necessarily a game package, then people are going to tune into Theaters of War more, and as a result, let's say maybe backers or more seasoned players who are a little bit bored of the PU but still want to enjoy the Star Citizen experience in a fun way are going to tune into Theaters of War. So that's the first reason why I think that Theaters of War should be free to play. It will keep the servers populated. The next reason why I think that Theaters of War should be free to play is because I do believe that it is going to hook up more people to the Star Citizen experience, or at least the Star Citizen project. Theaters of War is going to appeal to a specific category of players, of course, those players who do like combat games, such as, for example, you know, Battlefront, Battlefield, Call of Duty, hell, even, for example, PlanetSide 2, because I do believe that this is how the experience is going to be the most similar in terms of immersion, in terms of universe, perhaps. But eventually, it is going to entice those players who do enjoy their time, who would enjoy their time in Theaters of War, to then join the PU and then join Squadron 42. Basically, CIG would have a chance to say, hey, do you like this experience here that you have in Theaters of War? Why not joining, you know, the PU or the Squadron 42 for an even better experience? And I think that this could be a great showcase of what Cloud Imperium has to offer to players when it comes to gameplay experience, to maybe some people who will be a bit reluctant to back Star Citizen because of all the bad rep that they might have heard in the past throughout different news media outlets, or maybe because they don't really think that Star Citizen would be for them, or that maybe they are not so sure of the progress that has been made by the devs so far. So that's another reason here why I do believe that Theaters of War should be free to play. It has the potential to hook more people into the project and new players, as we've seen in a video a couple of days ago when we saw that this year is a record year in terms of funding for Cloud Imperium. When new players join, they don't just spend with a single starter package. They usually spend more and more and more, which gives more and more money to the project, which is what the project needs, because Star Citizen is going to be a game that is going to be very expensive to produce. It is going to feature a lot of groundbreaking technologies that do need to be made from scratch very often, and so that's why they need to secure as much funding as possible. New players bring new income, and they bring repetitively bring new income, and so that's another reason why I think it should be free to play. But it's not just that. I think that if we have Star Citizen Theaters of War, if Theaters of War gets free to play, it is also going to be great from a PR point of view. And that's because Star Citizen and Cloud Imperium has, as I mentioned just a little bit earlier, have gotten a lot of bad press. A lot of people have been saying that Star Citizen is pay to win. A lot of people have been playing that Star Citizen is a scam, that you can't really enjoy because everything is broken. Theaters of War aims at providing that experience that is going to be as less bug-free with as few bugs as possible, and also there's not going to be the dreaded 30k errors. People are not going to lose their money when they play Theaters of War, so it's all going to be positive. The way I see it is that it is going to be a positive experience that is also potentially going to be free if CIG decides to make it free to play, and so it is going to bring a positive spotlight to the project, which I think it desperately needs because of all the bad rep that is also has gotten over the past years. So that's why getting Theaters of War free to play for as many people as possible is potentially a great move from CIG. So please tell me what you guys think in the comment down below. Do you agree with me, or do you think that it's not necessary? Do you think that the people who placed any kind of Star Citizen mode should pay for it? If you have any good arguments for that, please let me know in the comment down here. I'm really looking forward to reading what you guys have to say. That's all for this video, guys. It was just a piece of opinion here, something that I've been thinking about for quite some time. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Star Citizen content. This is the Eradicator. I am signing out.